Hey everybody, welcome to my video. And there's also a dog in the video. That's right, say hello, dog. Anyway, welcome to my channel video. This is my intro. I'm basically just going to take a few minutes to explain what we're doing, what we're here for, what you can expect, and we'll go from there. I'm not great at making videos right now. Editing, figuring out what people want to see, all that type of stuff. We're gonna get there. There's a couple things I wanted to kind of make this video about. Number one is what we're gonna do. Currently, there's gonna be a VOD re-upload for my gaming stuff on Twitch. It'll probably be more than that eventually. I just got to figure out, what I want to make on YouTube, because YouTube's a little bit different than Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, at the moment, what I'm thinking is a lot of classic games. Now, when I say classic games, I do not mean Baldur's Gate 1, Warcraft 1. I don't mean like super classic. Now, I want to play Pokemon, so we may get into that too. But for the moment, we're going to stick to games. When I say classic games, games that to me are great, just great all-around games. Any genre, doesn't matter. RTS, RPG, shooter, whatever. We're gonna play some good ones. Games like Mass Effect, games like Dragon Age, games like Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 1, the Master Chief Collection, the Witcher series. I've been playing EverQuest. That's been really fun. That's probably something I'm going to keep playing. So you can expect a lot of that, like in the beginning. If there is something, as time goes on that, people are looking to see, like, hey, try this out, check this out, watch this video. Reactions, shorts. These are all things that are going to come later, maybe. Reactions are going to wait a while because, in my opinion, until I have a base community, which is what we're trying to build here. I don't want to go viral. I don't want to do any of that. It's impossible to not go viral. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, like, you can't predict that shit. You could try your best to make it happen, but you can't predict that shit. So I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to become the next Moist Critical or the next Asmongold or the next, insert name here. I'm not. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to build a community of people who, enjoy older games. I'm 31 myself. So, people who enjoy what I enjoy. You don't have to be my age to enjoy what I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? You could be 25, you could be 45. It is what it is. But that's what we're kind of looking at. I'm kind of looking at right now in terms of what I want to do. But let me get back to what I was saying with videos, with reaction videos. I don't really have a big community. I might have maybe 10, 15 followers on Twitch right now at most. And that doesn't mean all of them are watching all the time. So, what I don't want to do is I don't want to be like, oh, hey, fucking, who's somebody I watch? Internet Anarchist. Oh, man, Internet Anarchist came out with a new cool video. Let's go watch it, everybody. All 5 people that are watching me come with me to the stream to watch a dude who's got a couple million followers. That just sounds like, or feels like to me, that I would be trying to basically take somebody's content and use it to boost my content without offering anything real. The one thing I like about people like Asmongold, Moist Critical, and a lot of people like that is they will use their audience as a way to help out smaller creators. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, I'm not going to be that big anytime soon or at all. I'm not planning on that. But I definitely want to benefit somebody if I'm reacting to them. Or at least get their, like they hit me up, hey, bro, listen, you can react to this shit. We fuck with you. We think you funny. Go ahead. That's cool. That's great. Then we gonna do it. But you're not going to catch me watching a bunch of videos and just standing here going like, damn, that's pretty funny. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, hey, oh, whoa. If I would react, I would actually talk, but I don't want to do that in the beginning. I don't feel like that's a good way to build a community. I personally, I don't feel like that's a good way to build a community. I feel like that's a good way to show people your opinions. but people have to be watching. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly than people have to be watching is I have to feel like I can give something back to that creator, whether that is, sending 50 people to go sub, because that might be all I have. Everybody go sub to this channel. It's a great channel. Or everybody go drop a like. Or, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about why this is important. Sure, but not right now. So video reactions, that kind of stuff might come later. We got to wait and see. In terms of other content like shorts, that type of stuff, I'm working on it. It's a big process. I grew up around drugs and guns, so computer video editing. I actually, interestingly enough, I used to make music. I still dabble in the arts. So I kind of know how audio editing works, but video editing, it's just a whole new process to learn. So right now we're going to focus on just gaming, having a good time. Cam Just Chillin' is the name. Cam Just Chillin' is the game, motherfucker. That's what we're here for. We're here to chill. We're here to have a good time. We're here to have some laughs. We're here to chop it up, tell your story, let people know where you're from, let people know what you're about. You know what I'm saying? We're going to build a community. That's the idea. I don't know what kind of community. I don't know what the community is going to be for. I don't know what we're going to do. But we're going to build a little community. You know what I'm saying? And I think the main focus I want to have right now is just putting in the work. Like I said, I don't really have any skills that I can talk about in terms of video editing, or I helped this, or I worked on this channel, or this guy knows me, or I was in this guy's live. No, nobody fucking knows me, dog. I'm a level 1 streamer in the RPG world of streaming. I'm level 1, motherfucker. I got the ability to click go live. That's all I got. So I just wanted to make a quick video. I might be rambling. I'll get a little better, at how I present myself. Like, hello, my name is Mr. Cam, and I'm here. Well, eventually we'll get to doing, better videos. But right now, I just wanted to lay the foundation for what this is going to be. And this is going to be a place where everybody can have fun. We can talk shit. We can, do whatever. Do whatever the fuck we want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I want to build that from the ground up. However long it takes, I don't care, bro. I've made communities in multiple MMOs before, so I'm not opposed to the idea. I know, it doesn't happen overnight, and like I said, that's part of the reason I don't like the idea of going viral, or anybody going, hey, let's flood this guy with 50,000 likes real quick. Don't do that. I mean, you can if you want, right? But I don't want that. I don't want the foundation of our community to be, oh, he went viral last week. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have 50 followers, 20 followers who I could talk to every day and know me and I know them and we get along and we laugh. And maybe they join, maybe they don't. Maybe we're in the chat talking shit for 4 hours. Maybe we're all laughing at some shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm not going to bank on anything magical. I'm going to be completely real. And that includes my opinions. If we're talking about something, I want y'all to know I'm 30 fucking 1. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And if you don't like that, you can let me know. But, yeah. Nothing we can really do there. You know what I'm saying? So, if you tune in, if you're watching this video and you like what you see, you like what I'm talking about, you like the idea of this, go ahead and slide over to Twitch for me. I'm about to go live right now after I make this little video. It's 7 in the morning on a Sunday. That's Sundays and Thursdays are my 2 big stream days right now. I also work full time. I also got a fiance. I also got a dog. I also got another roommate. I also am the main supporter of bills. So all those things always are going to come first. Now, if Twitch and YouTube become a source of revenue, hey, that's fucking fantastic, because then I can do what I've enjoyed doing for these past couple of weeks as a job, make money, and everybody's involved. You know what I'm saying? No longer is it a thing where I go to work and I work 9 hours and then I come home and I stream for 6 hours and then I get off and then I do, family stuff or I don't stream at all and I do family stuff. But everybody has to understand that it's a hard time right now, 2025. It's a hard time money-wise for everybody, not just me. And I don't plan to run ads on my Twitch. I don't plan to beg for subs or views or likes. I don't plan to beg for money. I have a job. I have a life. I'm happy to provide for myself that way. I do not expect anybody to come in and provide for me. But like I said, if somewhere down the road we get to a point where I can, happily leave what I'm doing for this, fuck yeah, we gonna do that. But got to be realistic up here. You know what I'm saying? I have hopes and dreams, but I also can see the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna be some goofy dude who quits his job and ends up in some YouTube drama and ruins his life. We're just gonna be a regular streamer. You know what I mean? We're not here for all that goofy shit. And here's one thing I want to say that I missed earlier before we get out of here and before I get to streaming. I talked about reaction videos. I really don't feel comfortable reacting to somebody's videos if I cannot provide some sort of benefit to them. So I will not be doing that. However, if there is ever a circumstance or a situation where somebody decides that they see my shit and they want to comment on it in a negative way, put me in a bad light, try to point me out as a villain, best believe I'm going to hop on this motherfucker and I'm going to talk my shit. I don't give a fuck about that, all right? That's a different situation. I'm going to address anything anybody says about me. I do not give a fuck. I'm not afraid of none of this goofy internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Talk some shit. We can talk it up. We can chop it up. We can talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of just sitting here scrolling on YouTube, no. So with that, I'm Cam. This is Cam Just Chillin's channel. If you liked what you heard and you saw, feel free to drop a like. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think, what your ideas could be. If you have any interesting games to play or try out, I'm always down. And with that, I'm gonna leave y'all to the next video, I guess, whenever the fuck that is. Other than VODs, because you'll see me there. But feel free to pull up on Twitch, say hello. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing nothing crazy, and I'm not expecting anything wild. I am just a regular, hardworking American. That's it. I don't have any special. I'm not IShowSpeed. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not anybody special. I don't have any special traits. I could just talk my ass off, and some people say I'm funny. So we're gonna hope that leads to something. But hey, appreciate you for watching. If you watch, like I said, let me know what's up, in the comments. Give me some feedback if you got anything for me, whether it's video recording, whether it's, what games I'm playing, whether it's what, anything. I will take advice. I'm happy to listen, and I'm happy to respond. And with that, you know what I mean? Have a good day, and I will catch y'all in the next one.